Okay, today we are going to start chapter number 6, that is Shaper, Planer and Slaughter. So in previous lecture we have already completed the chapter number 2, that is metal cutting lathe, right? So today we are going to start chapter number 6, Shaper, Planer and Slaughter from the manufacturing processes. But first of all, we will definitely complete the shaper machine. So you can see that what is shaper first of all. The students who are from the diplomas, I hope all of you have some idea regarding the shaper machine, what is the application of shaper machine, how it works, what is the mechanism of this particular machines that we are using to cut the metal or material, all these things. I hope all of you have some idea. But first of all, we will learn about the shaper. So shaper is a reciprocating type of machine, we can say that. In the lathe machine that we already discussed, it is there are different holding device, and that particularly the device we are using for the rotating the workpiece or job. But in this shaper machine, we can say that it is a reciprocating type of machine tool, which is used for producing a flat surface, in which the ram moves the cutting tool backwards and forwards in the straight line. And વર્કપીસ ઇઝ સ્ટેશનરી, વી કેન સે દેટ. તમારું જે વર્કપીસ છે એ સ્ટેશનરી હશે, મતલબ રોટેટ કે રેસિપ્રોકેટ કંઈ પણ નહીં થતું હોય. And with the use of that ram that we are using in the shaper machine, with the use of that particularly, we can easily reciprocate the cutting tool or single point cutting tool backward and forwards in a straight line. With the use of this reciprocating type motion, we can easily cut the metal or material from the workpiece. Generally, we can say that the shaper machine can produce any surfaces composed of the straight line elements. So if we can cut the metal or material with the use of the shaper machine, we can easily cut, or we can produce any types of surfaces composed on the straight line elements. So we can change the single point cutting tool, which is already held in this tool holding device, and ram, we can say that. So with the use of that mechanism, we can produce any type of surface which is straight line elements, right? So it is a shaper machine. You can see the neat schematic diagram of the shaper machine. So what are the important components of these shaper machines that you can see in the slide? This is a column. So with the use of that, we can easily reciprocate the RAM, because there are some mechanisms which we are using to reciprocate the RAM of the shaper machine. Over here, this one is a RAM, and this arrows that indicates the reciprocation of this RAM. This one is a tool head. This one is a single point cutting tool. So with the use of that, we can easily hold and reciprocate the single point cutting tool. Over here, workpiece is held with the use of different wires, or we can say job, which is stationary. With the use of this table, we can easily hold the workpiece. Over here, it is a base. Right. This is a simple mechanism of the shaper machine, we can say that. So with the use of this mechanism, we can easily make a key slot on the workpiece with the use of the single point, which reciprocating the RAM of the shaper machine particularly. So which type of mechanism we are using to reciprocate the RAM, that we will discuss in the next slide. But with the use of this figure, you can easily understand that how it works. What is the importance of the shaper machine, and how it works with the use of this column and some mechanisms that we are using to reciprocate the RAM. And also in that RAM, a tool head is there, and with the use of the tool head, we can easily hold and reciprocate the single point cutting tool over the workpiece or job. But over here, our workpiece is or job is stationary. With the use of this different holding device like a vise and like a table, we can easily hold the workpiece, and with the use of that, we can easily make a key slot. With the use of this mechanism, we can easily make a key slot on the workpiece or job, right? You can see the different shapes that we can produce by the shaper machines. These different surfaces, this is called groove block. So we can make a key slot over here in the workpiece or job with the use of the shaper machine, and this type of job we can produce with the use of the shaper machine. It is called grooved block. So we can make a slot over here. This is a dovetail slide. This is a dove tail slide. Also, this type of shapes that we can produce with the use of the shaper machine. You can see over here it is a V block. So you can see the shape like a V. That's why it is called V block. And this type of also V shaped or V blocked we can produce with the use of this shaper machine. And guide give also. This is called guide give. This type of shape that known as a guide give shape. So with the use of this shaper machine also we can produce this type of surfaces. So these are the different examples of these different surfaces produced by the shaper machine. So many of the important shape that we can produce with the use of this shaper machine also we can say that. But important things is that over here in the shaper machine our workpiece is stationary, and over the workpiece we can easily reciprocate the single point cutting tool which is held in the single point tool head with the use of the ram on the shaper machine, right? Now it is a working principle of the shaper machine. So what is the working of the shaper machine? That you can see a single point cutting tool is held in the tool holder. We have to use a tool holder for this holding the single point cutting tool which is mounted on the ram. કે જે tool holder તમારું કયા માઉન્ટ થયેલું હશે on the ram. So the workpiece is rigidly held in a vise or clamped directly on the table. તમારું જે વર્કપીસ છે એ રિજિડલી કેની અંદર હોલ્ડ થયેલું હશે? વાઇસ અથવા તો ટેબલ ઉપર ડાયરેક્ટલી હોલ્ડ થયેલું હશે. The table may be supported at the outer end. ટેબલ જે છે એ તમારું આઉટર એન્ડ એટલે કે બહારના એન્ડ તરફથી સપોર્ટ થયેલું હશે. And the arm reciprocate and the cutting tool held in the tool holder moves forward and backward over the workpiece. જે તમારું સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ હોલ્ડરની અંદર હોલ્ડ થયેલું છે એ કટિંગ ટૂલ રેમનો યુઝ થઈ એટલે કે રેમનો યુઝ કરી અને ફોરવર્ડ અને બેકવર્ડ રેસિપ્રોકેટ થશે, આગળ અને પાછળ રેસિપ્રોકેટ થતું હશે. સો ઇન અ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ શેપર કટિંગ ઓફ ધી મટીરિયલ ટેક પ્લેસ ડ્યુરિંગ ધ ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોક ઓફ ધી રેમ. કે જ્યારે તમારા સિંગલ પોઈન્ટનો ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોક હશે ત્યારે જ તમારા વર્કપીસમાંનું જે મટીરિયલ અથવા તો મેટલ જેને આપણે કહીએ છીએ એ રિમૂવ થતું હશે. The backward stroke of the ram remains ideal and no cutting take place during the stop. કે જ્યારે તમારું સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ એની બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં મૂવ થતું હશે ત્યારે તમારું એ સ્ટોક જે છે એ આઈડિયલ સ્ટોક તરીકે ઓળખાય છે, બીકોઝ એમાં આપણે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનું મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ કરતા નથી અથવા તો થતું નથી. The time taken during the ideal stroke is less compared to the forward stroke, and this is obtained by the quick return mechanism. આ ટાઈપનું જે મિકેનિઝમ છે કે જેની અંદર the time taken during the ideal stroke is less. કે ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ થાય છે, સિમ્પલ, યુ કેન ઇઝીલી અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ધેટ થિંગ્સ. કે તમારા ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલનો યુઝ કરીને મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ થાય છે ફ્રોમ ધ વર્ક પીસ. વી કેન ઇઝીલી રિમૂવ સમ મેટલ ઓર મટીરિયલ ફ્રોમ ધ વર્ક પીસ during the forward stroke, but the ideal stroke is less compared to the forwards. Its time taken because of this is obtained by the quick return mechanism. I hope all of you have some idea regarding the quick return mechanism, because the forward stroke is not ideal. Forward stroke, with the use of that forward stroke we can easily remove some metal or material from the workpiece, and the ideal is backward is a ideal stroke. We can say the time taken during the ideal stroke is less compared to the forward stroke, because આપણે ideal stroke ની અંદર અથવા તો backward stroke ની અંદર મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ કરતા નથી, and that's why it is known as an ideal stroke, and this is obtained by the quick return mechanism. જે આપણે quick return mechanism use કરીએ છીએ અને આપણે બેકવર્ડ સ્ટોકની અંદર મેટલ મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ પણ નથી કરતા, જેને લઈને આપણે એની અંદર આઈડિયલ સ્ટોકની અંદર અથવા તો બેકવર્ડ સ્ટોકની અંદર ઓછો ટાઈમ જોઈએ છે compared to the forward stroke, right? This is the working principle of the shaper machine. So you can see that the two different figures in the slide, one is for, or A is for forward stroke and B is for return stroke or backward stroke, we can say that. So over here this one is a workpiece, this is a single point cutting tool which is held in the tool head, and this one is a clapper blocks. This one is a single point cutting tool, this is a forward stroke, and this one is a backward stroke or return stroke, we can say that. Tool cleared from the machine surface over here, and lifted clapper box is over here. So some mechanisms like a clapper box is there. That's why we can say that in the forward stroke only we can remove some metal or material from the workpiece in the form of chips. But in the backward stroke or return stroke, the clapper box is tilted during the backward stroke or ideal stroke or return stroke. We can say that. That's why the time taken during the backward stroke or return stroke or ideal stroke is less compared to the forward stroke. We can say that. That's why we can't remove some metal or material from the workpiece during the return stroke, backward stroke, or we can say ideal stroke, right? So this is the main difference between the forward stroke and બેકવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોક. તમે જોઈ શકો છો કે ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર જ આપણે મટીરિયલને રિમૂવ કરી શકીશું, જ્યારે રિટર્ન સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર જે તમારું કટિંગ ટૂલ છે એ સિમ્પલી આઈડિયલી રિટર્ન થઈ જશે ફ્રોમ ધી કે જ્યાં એની ઓરિજિનલ ઇનિશિયલ પોઝિશન હશે ત્યાં સુધીમાં, રાઈટ? કે જ્યારે ઇનિશિયલ પોઝિશનથી પાછું રિટર્ન થવા માટે ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોક અચીવ થશે ત્યારે તમારી અગેન મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ થતું જશે, જ્યારે તમારા રિટર્ન સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર આઈડિયલ હશે એટલે કે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનું મટીરિયલ રિમૂવ થશે નહીં. અને એની અંદર જે ટાઈમ જોઈએ છે આઈડિયલ સ્ટોકને અથવા તો રિટર્ન સ્ટોકને અથવા તો બેકવર્ડ સ્ટોકને, ટાઈમ પણ તમારો ઓછો જોઈશે કમ્પેર ટુ ધી ફોરવર્ડ સ્ટોક, બીકોઝ વી કાન્ટ રિમૂવ સમ મેટલ ઓર મટીરિયલ ફ્રોમ ધી વર્ક પીસ ઇન ધ આઈડિયલ સ્ટોક ઓર બેકવર્ડ સ્ટોક ઓર રિટર્ન સ્ટોક, રાઈટ? અને આ જે તમારું ક્લેપર બોક્સ મિકેનિઝમ છે દેટ ઇઝ પર્ટિક્યુલરલી ફોર ધી ટિલ્ટિંગ ઓફ ધીસ પર્ટિક્યુલર સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલ, રાઈટ? કે તમારા બેકવર્ડ સ્ટ્રોકની અંદર શું કરશે ક્લેપર બોક્સનું કામ શું છે કે તમારા કટિંગ ટૂલને ટિલ્ટ કરી દેશે. જે ટિલ્ટ કરી દીધેલા કટિંગ ટૂલના લીધે તમારો ટાઈમ જે છે એ ઓછો લેશે, right? So this is a working principle of the shaper machine. Now you can see the cutting parameters for the shaper machines. So all these three different cutting parameters, depth of cut, speed, feed, that we have already discussed in this previous chapter, metal cutting lathe, the definition of the speed, feed and depth of cut that we have already discussed. So all these three different cutting parameters with the use of the single point cutting tool, we can easily reciprocate the single point cutting tool with the use of the ram, and ram is reciprocate with the use of the quick return mechanism of the shaper machine. So that's why it is important cutting parameter of the shaper machine, speed, feed and depth of cut, that we have already studied about the speed, feed and depth of cut in this lathe, metal cutting lathe also, right? Now classification of the shaper machine. So how can we classify the shaper machine? On the basis of 4 different criteria, we can classify the shaper machines. First is according to the type of the mechanism used for the giving reciprocating motion of the ram. એક તો આપણે જે રેમ ને રેસિપ્રોકેટ કરીએ છીએ એના માટેના અલગ અલગ મિકેનિઝમ્સ નો યુઝ કરીએ છીએ, એના અકોર્ડિંગ આપણે જો ક્લાસિફાઈ કરવા જઈએ then we can easily classify that into the 3 different categories. How many? 3 different categories. First one is a crank type that we already discussed, that is a quick return mechanism. Second one is a gear type કે જેની અંદર આપણે ગિયર નો યુઝ કરીએ છીએ, અને થર્ડ વન ઇઝ અ હાઇડ્રોલિક ટાઈપ કે જેની અંદર આપણે હાઇડ્રોલિક મિકેનિઝમ નો યુઝ કરીએ છીએ. હાઇડ્રોલિક ની વાત આવશે એટલે સિલિન્ડર પિસ્ટન મિકેનિઝમ કરતા તમને યાદ આવવું જોઈએ. Now if we are discussing about the type of the design of the table, then we can classify into the 2 different categories. First is a standard shaper and second one is a universal shaper. If we are discussing about the position of the travel of the ram, then we will classify it into the 3 different categories. First one is a horizontal type, second one is a vertical type, and third one is a traveling head type. જો આપણે એની પોઝિશન છે રેમની એના ઉપરથી ડિસ્કશન કરવા જઈએ તો આપણે એને 3 રીતે ક્લાસિફાઈ કરી શકીએ, હોરિઝોન્ટલ ટાઈપ, વર્ટિકલ ટાઈપ અને થર્ડ વન ધેટ ઇઝ અ ટ્રાવેલિંગ હેડ ટાઈપ. So according to the type of the cutting stroke, જો આપણે cutting stroke ને લઈને આપણે એને ક્લાસિફાઈ કરવા જઈએ, if we want to classify on the basis of the cutting stroke, then we can classify into the 3 different categories. First one is a push type and second one is a draw type. First one is a push type and second one is a draw type, right? Now you can see the principal parts and units of the shaper machine. So with the use of this figure, I hope you can easily understand what is the importance and what is the working of this shaper machine. This is an electric motor, this is a pulley, this one is a belt, This one is also pulley. So with the use of that, we can easily give the electricity to the machine with the use of this mechanism. So in the table or column, we can say there are some different mechanisms available, and with the use of that, we can easily transmit the electric motion to the mechanical power. So in that, we are using a crank mechanism, or we can say, you can see the quick return mechanism. So in that, this one is a crank. Over here you can see this one is a bull gear, this one is a column, and this one is a oscillating lever. So with the use of that, we can easily transmit the motion, the rotary motion, and with the use of that rotary motion, with the use of this crank, we can, over here oscillator is there, so we can easily transmit the motion, the reciprocating motion over here like that. So this ram will reciprocate on this way like that. Lead screw that we are using also in the shaper machine, this one is a ram. This one is a different mechanism that we are using in this. We can say that it is a crank type mechanism or quick return mechanism. And this one is a bed, and which is over here, workpiece is over here, it is stationary. So in the forward stop it is like that. So with the use of that forward stop, we can easily remove some metal or material from the workpiece with the use of the single point cutting tool, with the use of this reciprocation of the ram. And in the backward stop, જે આપણે રિટર્ન સ્ટોક પણ કહીએ છીએ, અથવા તો તેને આપણે આઈડિયલ સ્ટોક પણ કહીએ છીએ, જેની અંદર કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનું મટીરિયલ એની અંદરથી રિમૂવ થશે નહીં, right? So this is all the principal parts and units of the lathe machine. This one is a base. So we are using electric energy to convert into the mechanical energy to reciprocate the ram. With the use of that, over here also we are using a quick return mechanism, hydraulic mechanism, and geared mechanism. So over here it is quick return mechanism. In that place, we can also use the geared mechanism to reciprocate the ram, and one more, that is a hydraulic mechanism we are using to reciprocate the ram. So it is one of the important part of this shaper machine. It is called ram. So with the use of that ram, we can easily hold the workpiece and reciprocate the workpiece over the reciprocate the cutting tool over the workpiece, right? So these all important principal parts and units of the shaper machine that you have to remember. Keep it in your mind. This thing is important question to be asked in your examination. And if we are discussing about the question, how can they ask, explain shaper machine with its figure. Otherwise, explain in brief principal parts of the shaper machine with neat schematic diagram. Like that, it may ask in your examination, right? It is a tool head. It is a tool head. You can see that what is the importance of the tool head, because this figure is for the tool head. This one is a tool slide, this one is a clapper box that we have already seen in the previous slide. This one is a clapper block, and this one is a tool post, and this one is a cutting tool, single point cutting tool that we can easily hold with the use of the tool head. And with the use of that, we can easily tilt the single point cutting tool with the use of this clapper box, right? This mechanism is also important for the ideal stock, and we can easily decrease the time period of this machining operations with the use of this mechanism particularly, right? So this one is a swivel base. So with the use of that, we can easily tilt the single point cutting tool, right? This one is a tool head, and with the use of this mechanism, we can easily swivel the base of this tool head. And particularly, we are using the clapper box mechanism for this particular operation of this. If we can easily tilt the single point cutting tool with the use of this clapper box. Understand કે જે આપણે ક્લેપર બોક્સનો યુઝ કરી અને આપણે સિંગલ પોઈન્ટ કટિંગ ટૂલને ટિલ્ટ કરી શકીએ during the ideal stock, backward stock, or return stock, we can say that, right? So this thing is an important shaper tool head, the important mechanism that we are using in this shaper machine which is called clapper box. So with the use of this, we can easily tilt the single put tool cutting tool which is hauled in the tool holder or tool post. Understand? Good. This is a shaper drive mechanism. This one is a slotted lever type that we will discuss in the next lecture. Today it is enough, and I will talk you